I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Then she say, I'm a magician. And if you're
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, game set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Bears sideline, the head man, Ben Johnson. His guy's been on a two-game slide since winning their opener a few weeks back. His counterpart on the Raiders sideline, Pete Carroll. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn. Fall is in the air. The NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. To the air, Williams. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 26-yard.
Santos' kick is up and through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Raiders nothing.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the Bears' 47.
And they'll go on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Gino. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see so. Life slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas.
Smith. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Bears' 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
That's good for another Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
12-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And this will be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Gino now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
To throw, Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily
The
done.
17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner.
And he's got some space here. To CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. That's caught by Tucker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a toss to Genty, headed right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option, it's Smith himself. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Back to throw, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
First down, Bears.
To throw, it's Williams. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Williams loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Smith. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 28 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Smith.
line.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down. To the air again, Smith. Open man is Tucker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the 50, it's Smith. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown to this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Gino going to hand it to Genty. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Gino. And this is going to be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Las Vegas first
Smith.
down.
And he tackled down at the 1. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A loss of 3 brings up second and
Smith now to throw.
At the 3-yard line.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Smith's pass.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half.
20-yard attempt.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
Now we're behind his man, incomplete. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing is Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 12. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They're calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd double it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the deep.
This is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Complete to Jack Bech. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. at the 41.
To throw is Smith. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Gervon Dexter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Geno now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the Bears' 19-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Raiders first down. First and goal.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker.
Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. To throw, Williams skirts by him at the 35. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down loss of the game.
And it's third down.
Williams from the gun on third down. And the Raiders have got him. Malcolm Kuntz coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on return. And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Raiders offense had Geno Smith headed back out for this next possession. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings
to the air, Williams. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Adunze. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Williams.
2nd and 2. At the 24-yard line.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Smith. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A nice little juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So now the Bears down by 10. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. From the gun, here's Williams. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
They'll get play action here with Williams.
Second and a yard.
There's a short one caught by Logan.
Complete to Preston Loveland. A gain of 4 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Williams going to look to throw again. Shifts free at the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Bears first down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Smith. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.